Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to Pokemon Yellow No Evolutions. Obviously we're not quite in the game just yet, but I just wanted to say a couple of things right at the front here. First off, obviously it's been a while since the last video. For those not in the know, the main reason was due to my mum having passed away. So, of course, there's the grieving process, that's the big one of course. But there's also dealing with the legal issues of losing someone, figuring out what accounts we had to close or transfer, the memorial service, lots of things to get sorted. And then to top it all off, I got a nasty cold right towards the end of it when I was originally considering trying to get back to work. I'm feeling better now, so hopefully this works out. The other thing I wanted to cover, since this is a Pokemon project, I know there's been a lot of drama surrounding Sword and Shield lately. Basically, I've said all I really care to say about the situation over on my social media. The long and the short of it, I'm disappointed by not all Pokemon being able to be brought into the games, and I do question some of their other announcements. Mostly, though, I just wish they'd communicate things better at this point. I do still sincerely hope it ends up being a good game, though admittedly I'm probably going to sit out pre-ordering this one. I'll most likely wait for it to release and see what people have to say about it. But hey, at least I do like the new Pokemon designs, so there's a positive. All the same, I would prefer to keep the discussion of the Sword and Shield issues out of the comment section. During the off time, I got into a heated discussion over it that got way more dramatic than it needed to be, and I'd rather not go through that again, thanks. That said, let's get back to the game. It's been a while. Let's see if I remember how to do this. This button? Oh, bugger! So, getting back to it for real. When we left off, we were about to take on the Elite Four, so let's get right into it. Welcome to Pokemon League. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they're frozen solid. Ha ha ha! Are you ready? In Gen 1, Freeze was a very powerful status effect. I don't think it ever wore off by itself. Over the years, though, it feels like it's gotten nerfed more and more to the point where these days it's barely an inconvenience. So, let's see what we can do here. Not enough. And Lorelei's using a super potion? At this point in the game? I would have expected full restores, really. I'll take it. Next up we have Cloyster. More of a physical wall than a special one, so this shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, there we go. So, Gen 1, ice types were fairly underrepresented, so she's just packing a Slowbro. It's still a water type, though. There we go. Jinx. Conduit's not going to be particularly good against Jinx. No, wait, I'm thinking about later generations. I see a Psychic, I want to send out a Ghost. It's been a while. We'll lead with that and see what we can do. Dream Eater's not really going to be a good pick, though. Go back to sleep. Oh, that missed. And she woke up again. Go back to sleep! There we go. Okay, and so Lorelei's final Pokemon is Lapras. Hopefully this works out. Over half, at least. Oh, boy. That could be an issue. Or not. I'll very happily take not. How dare you? You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of Pokémon League power. You know, I'm curious. Looks like there's nothing here. Okay, that's a unique message. Normally you'd get not even a nibble if nothing was biting. Okay, so you cannot fish in the statue here, it looks like. I know in some places you can, and it's really weird. Okay. I think I want to lead with you. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people in Pokémon can become stronger. I've weight trained with my Pokémon. Roam, we will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha! So, Bruno specializes in fighting types, which, again, there weren't too many of those in Gen 1, so he has a couple of Onyx. It's kind of a weird theme with the Elite Four. They specialize in types that didn't have a whole lot of representation in Gen 1. But now we get to some fighting types. Still probably one of my overall favorite fighting types there. Since the elemental punches became physical and he got the Iron Fist ability, Hitmonchan can still do some work. I don't really know where he falls on tier lists, I don't particularly pay attention to those, but I enjoy having him around. And back to Onyx. And finally, Bruno has Machamp. So back to Menza. Yes, I'm going to tag team you with seahorses and, whatever the Abra line is supposed to be. I've never really been certain. I like them, though. Why? How could I lose? My job is done. Go face your next challenge. I forget what she leads with. I mean, this is the safe bet. I'm Agatha of the Elite Four. Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old Duff was once tough and handsome. That was decades ago. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex. He's wrong. Pokémon are for fighting. Roam, I'll show you how a real trainer fights. So next up we have Agatha. She specializes in ghost types, which had all of one evolutionary line in Gen 1. I was debating between leading with Menza or McCoy. The reason why I was worried, it'll show up sooner or later. And there it is. Yeah, ground moves wouldn't have been too effective against this. She has to supplement her team with poison types, because again, all she would have had if she went strictly with ghosts was Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. Haunter. Let's let McCoy do some work. Keep your tongue to yourself. At least I don't have to worry about being put to sleep. Arbok. Kinda forgot she had one of these. Okay. Well, that was an unfortunate bit of timing. But it still worked out. So back to Arbok. And there we go. Hoo-hoo! You're something special, child. You win. I see what the old duff sees in you now. I have nothing else to say. Run along now, child. So we'll just use one of those. We have spares. Okay. I think I want to lead with Conduit next. Ah, I heard about you, Roam. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know the dragons are mythical Pokémon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Roam. So, again, somebody specializing in a type that only had one evolutionary line in Gen 1. So again, he has to supplement his roster. Gyarados looks pretty dragony, but also really hates electricity. And a level 4 Conduit. Nice. Next up, Dragonair. So, back in the day, Dragon only had two weaknesses. Dragon itself, which, good luck, considering the only Dragon-type attack was Dragon Rage, which only ever does 40 damage. Other than that, you were going for Ice. It's weird how they had two types that were weak to themselves, Dragon and Ghost, but neither really had any good options for that. So next up, Aerodactyl. I guess it's dragony enough. But I definitely want speed on my side here. Hey, look at me when I'm fighting you. You're faster. I'm glad you missed. That would have been bad. And so Dragonite ends things. Something about the eyes looks really off there. But yeah, you've gone from dragon to dragon flying, so you really, really don't like ice. Myself, I'm a dragon, but I love cold weather. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokémon master. I still can't believe my dragons lost to you, Roam. You are now the Pokémon League champion. Or you would have been. But you have one more challenge ahead. You have to face another trainer. His name is Gary. Dun dun dun! He beat the Elite Four before you. He's the real Pokémon League champion. And, well, we're gonna see about that next time. We've been going for a bit here, and for the next one, I have a really, really stupid plan I want to work. I want this to work so badly. So we're gonna go ahead and save here, and we'll take on Gary next time. With that though, thank you very much for watching, thank you for your continued support, it feels good to be back to this, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. Lance didn't even get to use his cheating Dragonite that knows Barrier, which it cannot possibly learn that. That's right, I called you a hacker, what of it? Who's that Pokémon? It's Spyro!